I'm Laura Vitale. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to show you what I'm calling banana split popsicles. They're easy and simple, perfect for this time of year. I mean, it's kind of, you can actually even serve it as a milkshake if you wanted to, if you didn't want to freeze it into popsicle molds, but they are really fun. You're going to love it. It requires a handful of really easy ingredients, which you might already have on hand, and they're going to be like the coolest, most delicious popsicle you're going to serve this summer season. Kids will love them, adult will love them. You get the drill. The ingredients are so easy. You'll need the very best quality vanilla ice cream you can get your hands on, homemade or store-bought, you do you. A couple of bananas. You want to make sure that they're nice and ripe because you want them to be sweet. A little bit of milk, and what I have here is some bittersweet chocolate that I have grated. Now, these are going to go into the freezer overnight just because I want to make sure that they're super, super hard and solid, but I am going to drizzle them with like a chocolate hard shell as well when they come out, because as if they're not rich enough, you know you need to have like that crackly chocolate on top. Ooh, so good. Let's get started. They're so easy. Now, if you've been following Laura in the Kitchen for a long time, then you know this popsicle mold really well. It's been around for about 6 or 7 years. It's the best. I think I just got it on Amazon so long ago, but it's my favorite because it comes with these, which means I won't lose the insert because it's all one. Yeah? All right, let's do this. In your blender, you're kind of going to add your ice cream, bananas, and milk all at once. So just add that all in there. Bananas. Now this is a really rich thing that, you know, you'll enjoy. And if you want to give the kids a little bit, make a small one, or just make it into an ice cream and just scoop out a little scoop, they'll love it. And then your milk on top, and I'm just going to pop this on and let it blend until nice and smooth. Oh, that smells so good. To this, what I'm going to do now, because I like a little bit of chocolate running through the entire thing, I like to grate some bittersweet chocolate. It's so good here. Add it to your mixture, right? And then you just take a spatula just to kind of blend that all in there like so. Doesn't have to be perfect. No one will judge you. And if they do, tell them to leave and never come back. And then just pour into your popsicle mold, and that is it. And I'm telling you what, you see that all that grated chocolate, that's going to give you so much lovely texture, wonderful, wonderful flavor. And it's nice to have like little nibbly bits of chocolate running through something that's really smooth, because I also think that when it comes to cooking, balance of flavors and textures is what's really important. So here we go. That's good. I don't want to overfill. Overfill that one. It's fine. It's fine. No one's going to complain. But if we're going to overfill one, we might as well overfill all. That way nobody feels left out. All right, I'm going to put in my molds. I'm going to put in the tops in my molds. I'm going to pop them into the freezer to freeze completely. I'm going to show you what they look like when they're done. All right, so I've got 2 out. They were in the freezer overnight. Make sure that when you do take them out, let them stay room temperature for a few minutes and then run them under the cold water just to loosen them up from the container, the mold, and they're just perfect every single time. Now, what I did is I made a little chocolate hard shell, and I have an entire video dedicated to this on my website, but it's just coconut oil, and I love the way it just kind of hardens, but you don't want to do this perfectly because I don't want to have the entire thing covered in chocolate. I just kind of want to drizzle it. That's why I'm doing it with a whisk, but you could do this with a spoon or even with a piping bag, if you will. And then as that sits, it's going to harden and it will be perfection. Then what you do, because no banana split is complete without chopped peanuts, you take salt roasted peanuts. It's got to be salt roasted though, because you want that saltiness, and then you chop them really fine and you just sprinkle that over the top, and it is literally the best thing on the entire planet when you want a banana split but don't feel. See, the chocolate is already hardened. The pretzels, the peanuts may fall off a little bit if they don't hit the chocolate, but look, the chocolate, if I touch it, it won't stick to me. It's already hardened. That's the beauty of like a hard shell. I'm one of those people that cannot bite into ice cream, but I just did, and it hurts my own teeth. But it is so good. It's not overly sweet. The banana is perfection in this. Definitely comes through. And the chocolate running through, so necessary. Don't skip it because you want that chocolate. The kind of like slightly bitterness from the chocolate, a little bit of the texture, you want it throughout. Otherwise, it's just too one-dimensional. This, I mean, the harsh shell is like perfect. The peanuts on top is great. You got to make them this weekend. I'm going to make them for next weekend. I've got people coming over for my girlfriend's birthday. I'm going to make these for the kids and for the adults, and it's going to be fabulous. Go to LauraInTheKitchen.com for the written recipe. Hope you enjoy spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.